Everyone, reading the Truck Driver Holy Bible. All right. So here we go. A hard road before them. Behold, I send you out as sheep in the modest of wolves. So be as a serpent, or innocent as doves. But be aware of men, for though before they will hand you over to the courts, surge you in their uh, grips, and you will even be brought before the governor of kings for my sake, as a testimony to them and to the Gentile. But when they hand you over, do not worry about how or what you are saying, for it will be given you in that hour what you are to say. For it is not you who you speak, but it is the Spirit of your Father who speaks in you. Brother will betray brother to death, and father his child, and children will rise up against parents and cause them to be put to death. You will be hated by all because of my name, but it is the one who has endured to the end who will be saved. But whenever they prosecute you in one city, flee to the next. For truly I say to you, you will not finish going through the city of Israel until the Son of Man comes. The meaning of disciple. Disciple is not above his teacher, nor a slave above his master. It is enough for the disciple that be become like his teacher, and the slave like his master. If they have called the head of the house, how much more would be mangle the member of his household? Therefore, do not fear them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be revealed, or hidden that will not be known. What I tell you in the darkness, speak in the light, and what you hear, whisper in your ear. Proclaim upon the housetop. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul, but rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are you two sparrows sold for a cent, and yet not one of them will fall to the ground apart from your Father? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So do not fear. Are you more vulnerable than many sparrows? Therefore, everyone who confesses me before men, I will also confess him before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, I will also deny him before my Father who is in heaven. Do not think that I come to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I come to set a man against his father, and daughter against her mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man enemy will be the member of the household. 8, Jason. He who loves the father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he who loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me, and he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who has found his life will lose it, and he who has lost his life for my sake will find it. The rewards of service. He who receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me. He who receives prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive the prophet reward. And he who receives the righteousness man in the name of the righteousness man shall receive righteous men reward. And whoever in the name of disciples gives to me one of those little ones even a cup of cold water to drink, truly I say to you, he shall not lose his reward. John questions. When Jesus has finished giving instruction to his 12 disciples, he departed from there to teach and preach in the cities. Now John, while in prison, heard of a work of Christ. He sent word by his disciples, and he said to him, are you to expect one, or shall we look for someone else? Jesus answered and said to them, go and report to John what you hear and see. The blind receive sight, and the lame walk, the leper are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are rise up, and the poor have the gospel preached to them. And blessed is he who does not take offense at me. Jesus' tribute to John. As those men were going away, Jesus began to speak to the crowd about John. What did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind, but what did you go out to see? A man dressed in a soft clothing. Those who wear soft clothing are the king's palace. But what do you go out to see? A prophet, yes, I tell you, and the one who is more than a prophet. This is the one about whom it is written, behold, I send my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you. Truly I say to you, among those born of women there has not risen any greater than John the Baptist. Yet the one who is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and violent men take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophecies until John, and if you are willing to accept, John himself is Elijah who was to come. Who has the ears to hear, let him hear. But to what shall I compare this generation? It is like the children sitting in the marketplace who call out to the other children and say, we played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We sang, and you did not mourn. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he has a demon. The Son of the Man came eating and drinking, and they said, behold, the glorious man and drunkard, a friend of tax collector and sinner, yet wisdom is vindicated by her deeds. On preparing cities, then he began denounce to the cities in which most of his miracles were done, because they did not repent. Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida! For if the miracle had occurred in Tyre and Sidon, which occurred in you, they would have repent long ago in the sackcloth and ashes. Nevertheless, I say to you, it will be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon in the days of judgment than for you. And you will not be exiled to heaven, will you? You will descend to Hades. For if the miracles had occurred in Sodom, which occurred in you, it have remained to this day. Nevertheless, to say to you that it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than for you. Come to me. At the time, Jesus says, I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that you have hidden those things from the wise and intelligent and have revealed them to infants. Yes, Father, for this way was well pleasing in sight. All things have been handed over to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, nor does anyone know the Father except the Son, and anyone whom the Son will to reveal him. Come to me, all who are aware and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find the rest for you souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is a light. Well, I want to stop there. Sabbath questions is the next one. So thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.